Jordan, what were your thoughts when you went into the huddle there for that final drive? Did you say anything to the guys, or just kind of what was the vibe as you guys started that last possession?
Yeah, the mindset right there is always go win the game. You know, it's a 2-minute drive. We need a field goal. We know what we need to do. So the mindset's just go win the game. You know, it's kind of coming down to us. Defense got a great stop, only getting them a field goal right there. So we knew what it was. It was just go win the game.
What does it say about the team with all the mistakes that you're still able to win despite the turnovers?
Yeah, you know, it's like you said, it's a team win. You know, it's a 4-quarter battle. You know, it wasn't perfect. Definitely was not perfect. A lot of mistakes, but you know, we found a way to win, and that's what it's all about. You know, that's what it comes down to is the fourth quarter and finding a way, and that's what we did.
What did it take on the final drive, Jordan? I mean, what was working? You know, what you feel was the key to getting down there?
Yeah, we knew. I mean, we had a good amount of time there, so just trying to move the ball, and I think we did that we threw a couple slants right there. Rome had some big time plays. You know, Tuck made a guy miss and got a couple extra yards. So just trying to get those yards and chip away, get to what we thought would be field goal range around that 30-yard line. So you know, stuff that we practice all the time, just going out there and having to find a way to execute and finish it.
The touchdown to Wicks, you went to the line right away. Did you know? It sure looked like that was a backward pass. Did you know that? Is that why you went to the line? Was that your decision, or did that come through your helmet? Or
yeah, we weren't sure. We weren't sure if it was a backwards pass, forward pass. So when in doubt, we're going to go fast, just try and get a playoff and beat that right there. But you know, I'm not sure. I think it was actually a forward. I felt like I was throwing it forward when I threw it. But when in doubt, we're going to go fast.
did you call the play, or did Matt? Did going faster actually help you on that one, you think? Or
Matt called the play from the sideline. You know, I think it did. I think you know, they were a little misconfused on defense. So I think anytime you can go fast and you know, catch them off guard, it's going to help you.
The touchdown to Tucker seemed like a really tight window. Did you realize it would be that tight when you threw it, and what did you think of that?
Yeah, no, you know, the backside safety is the one who got in the way of that one, and you know, I wasn't trying to lead him that far across, so I wanted to kind of put it on his body, and you know, it came a little bit farther across than I wanted to, but yeah, I mean, it's tight windows. A lot of passes happen like that, and Tuck did a phenomenal job to be able to you know, just stay focused on the ball and make a great catch right there with a guy jumping right in front of his face. So it was a big time play by him.
On that note, Jordan, you've already thrown an interception at the point. If that's happened, you throw another one later. How do you keep the confidence to keep not overly tight windows, but putting the ball into not big wide open windows like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's the NFL. You know, it's there's not always going to be wide open guys. You know, it's going to be tight windows. You got to fit the ball in there sometimes, and you know, I'm gonna keep playing. You know, I learn and grow from the mistakes, the interceptions, and just keep playing, keep moving on. But that's not going to ever limit me. You know, I got to keep going out there and being the best player I can for my team. So I'm gonna always be aggressive, but there's always going to be those tight window throws.
along those lines, you had a couple great throws for the touchdowns, but 2 picks. Well, how'd you think you played today overall?
What was that?
How'd you think you played today overall? You had the couple really good touchdown passes, but a couple picks too.
Yeah, I think it was all right. You know, I think I definitely want to be able to limit those mistakes, the interceptions, and just do better taking care of the ball. So definitely got to clean that up. And, you know, I think if I clean that up, it'd be, a better game. But that definitely hurt me. But, you know, got to bounce back and respond to them. The game's not going to be perfect, but definitely moving forward, want to be better with the ball.
What is that fine line, Jordan, between being aggressive like you want to be and making those big plays that win games, but then being a little over-aggressive and making those mistakes?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to play the game. You know, you got to go out there and play it. You can't try and, not be aggressive and just take checkdowns all day. You got to be out there and be aggressive and go win those games. So I'm gonna always play the way I play and learn from the mistakes and, grow from them.
What did you see from Brandon in terms of body language, confidence as he went out there? They tried to ice him, and he split that one down the middle. It looked like kind of a tough snap, but then boots the second one right through as well for the win, first week in town.
Yeah, no, you could tell Brandon's a vet. You know, he's been around for a while. Even all week in practice, the way he's kicking the ball and, just walks off like it's another, walk in the park. So I think he has a lot of confidence in his leg and his ability. And, I think he's played a lot of ball, made a lot of big-time kicks. So I think that was no problem for him today. But he went out there, I saw a lot of confidence from him, and once he made that first one, I knew he was going to make that second one. So that was a big time kick for him. Obviously, just got here this week, so to come in and win the game for us, that's huge.
What does it do for you guys? Oh, go ahead, Pete.
A lot of NFL games come down to this, where you get the ball back, less than 2 minutes to go. What does that do for you? What does that do for the guys you play with to have that, to win a game like this fairly early in the season?
Yeah, it's huge. I think that's one of the biggest areas that we tried to improve on from last year. I think we came up short too many times last year in these 2-minute drill situations to go win the game. And so we've definitely put a lot of time into it in practice throughout training camp, OTAs, and every week. So it's definitely been something that we've focused on. And, it's definitely good to be able to go out there and put a drive together, get in the field goal range, and come up victorious right there.
More sure of yourself than you did last season in that kind of situations?
Do I feel what? Sorry.
More sure of yourself?
Yeah, I think we've repped these situations a lot more. It always is tough, just how critical every play is in those 2-minute situations. So definitely a lot of stuff we learned from last year, but I'm always confident that we'll go out there and be able to put a drive together, but it definitely comes down to making all those plays, and I think we did a good job of doing that this game.
Back to Brandon. What does it do for you guys as an offense to have a reliable, proven kicker who's been there and done that?
Yeah, it's huge. It gives you confidence, gives the team confidence, just knowing that we got to get that ball to about that 30-yard line and that he's going to be able to make that kick is huge. And I think he came up big for us tonight.
We talked about Brandon a lot, but what about Wheeland? The punts that he delivered backed up in the second half.
Yeah, that was also very big time. There was a couple of times in the second half we went 3 and out and just kind of stalled out on offense. And to be able to have a punter be able to flip the field like that, and it puts a lot of stress on the offense. And when the defense is playing the way they were tonight, all those yards come up big time. So he had a great game, some big time punts for sure.
For Josh to get his first reception for a touchdown?
That was huge. That's something that we've talked about all season, trying to get Josh that first receiving touchdown, and we were able to do that. So I'm very happy for him, and it was a great little catch and run by him on the screen. But definitely something we've been wanting to do, and glad we were able to make that happen.
And on the finishing drive, you go from a minute down to 27 seconds, I think, and when you're at the 37. Were you guys good on that clock management in that situation?
Yeah, we're always trying to go as fast as possible, save as much time as possible. And, they started trying to heat us up a little bit right there, so we were trying to get in the perfect play. But just knowing once we cross that 50 that, you just need a couple more yards, that every play is critical, and we don't want to have any negative plays. So I'd rather take that time, make sure the protection, everything is on point, so we don't have any negative plays right there.
Yeah, interception on the throw to Watson. What did you see on that one?
Yeah, they went man coverage. We had he was kind of running a deep high cross on the back end, and I just sailed the ball. I think we had him, and just sailed it, overthrew him, and the safety was able to make a play on that one. So, not great.
What'd you think of how the defense played for you guys today?
Yeah, defense played phenomenal. That's a really good offense on the other side right there, and I think they did some really good things all night with being aggressive. Being able to hold that passing game to whatever, I don't even know how many yards they had, but so I think they did a great job. I think the rush package we had out there was doing a great job to get home, and then the DBs on the back end were doing a great job. But it's not an easy task. It's a really good offense, so I think they did a great job.
Two more for Jordan. Jordan, late in the game, every athlete says that they got to treat everything the same way they can, but it's do or die. So do you have to slow your heart rate down? You're pretty even keeled in general. So is it just normal for you, or what do you got to do to make it be like not too big for that spot?
Yeah, my mindset is just take it, just make it another drive. Obviously there's a lot of pressure, the game on the line. So I think if you let the moment get too big, you're not going to be able to go out there and execute the way you want to. So definitely just try and focus on breathing and slowing the heart rate down, things like that. But just trying to focus on the details of the plays and, make the most out of that situation. But definitely trying to just make it as normal of another drive as possible.
Amongst the players, was there any almost joking this week on, hey, this game's going to come down to a field goal like it did?
No, I don't think, it's crazy the way it ended up for sure, with Brandon just getting here, and kind of having him that last second kick to win it. So I'm glad the way it worked out, but no, I mean, you never know how these games are going to go. We knew coming into it was definitely going to be a four-quarter game. We got a really good team coming in here, and it's going to be exchanging those blows on both sides, on offense and defense. So, we knew it was going to be a four-quarter game, but you never know how it's going to finish up.
Thank you, Jordan.
All right, thank you, guys.
Wow, what a game. Got to give the Texans a ton of credit. I know they were shorthanded defensively today, and they absolutely kicked our ass. But I thought, conversely, I thought our defense played outstanding. And then, we knew we were going to take some shots. That's a really good football team, definitely well coached. You all right? But definitely well coached, and we talked about it. We knew we were going to take some punches, and it was all about how we responded. And I was proud of the effort of our guys. It's hard to overcome losing the turnover battle by 3 in this league. I don't know if we've ever done that, and still come out and find a way to win the game. So certainly a lot of things to clean up in every phase, but ultimately at the end of it, we'll do that. We'd rather do that after a win, obviously, and I'm just really proud of our guys' effort and their ability to stick together and just find a way to battle it out.
Matt, how good a play was that by Daniel to get that ball down on that last kick?
Really, really good job by him. That's all I was looking at, to be honest with you, and I was like, uh-oh. But he is not only is he an outstanding punter, but he's a hell of a holder as well. And I can't say enough great things about him. He definitely had a huge impact in the game today. I mean, when you average, 56.8 yards a punt, that's pretty damn good. So do not want to have to use him that much. I tell him every week, I said, I hope we only use you as a holder, but today we needed him, and he certainly came through in a big way.
Do you think that Daniel Whelan happened to be the best punter in the NFL with how much his average was today?
Yeah, it sure feels like it. I mean, he's been really consistent. We see it in practice. He's definitely the best I've ever been around. Just not only, he obviously kicks it a long way, but just the hang time too, because some guys will kick it far and they're going to outkick their coverage. But I thought our guys, our flyers, did an outstanding job winning their one-on-one battles, flying down there, and just to negate big return opportunities for the most part.
Is this what you envisioned when you hired Athlete to be a defense coordinator? This kind of performance, obviously the last couple games, all the takeaways are great, but when you have to have the defense play like they did without the takeaways, is this what you imagined?
Yeah, it was outstanding. I can't say enough great things about our defense, about the job that he and our staff put our guys in, and the aggressive mindset. You could tell that going into this, we did not want to allow CJ to get comfortable. I think CJ is a real guy in this league, and he's going to be for a really long time. And so just to apply that pressure on him, and obviously overcoming some very bad circumstances throughout the course of the game in terms of being backed up, our sudden change opportunities where our defense was kind of like backed up. But yeah, Halfley does an outstanding job, and so does the rest of our staff.
What did you think of the way Jordan handled the last drive?
I just talked to him about it. That's his superpower. No matter what's happened, whether good or bad, he continues to fight and be resilient, and just the moment's never too big for him. But I thought that was huge for him to be able to take us all the way down the field and get an opportunity right there to kick a field goal. Hats off to him.
Along those lines, there's some real spectacular with him, and then the turnovers too. What do you make of this guy?
Yeah, well, I know the turnover in the second half, they came out. I thought Matt Burke and D'Amico and their defensive staff did a good job of kind of keeping us off balance in terms of just throwing some wrinkles in there. I never felt settled as a play caller and never felt like we kind of got into a rhythm. They came out and we had a play dialed up for cover 3, and they come out and man. And, there was a lot of pressure. I thought they did a good job of putting pressure in his face. And, obviously it was an overthrow. So it is what it is. But I thought, sometimes that is the price of doing business. When you are aggressive with your play calls, things can happen.
Yeah, do you have to live with some of the throws he makes? Because he has proven that some of the risky throws end up being successful, right? Are you okay as a play caller and coach?
Yeah, I think it's always a fine line. You never want to, obviously the quarterback's number one job is to take care of the football, but I also don't think, especially today, we always put them in the best positions to throw the football. So, again, we'll take a look at it, and evaluate it and be critical of ourselves, myself more than anybody.
What do you think it does for him to win a game at the end like this? Because so many games come down to this.
Yeah, I thought he showed great poise and just the ability to lead us down in the most critical moment. Certainly, 2-minute was, I don't want to say it was an issue for us, but we've had some bad things happen in some of those situations, and for us to come away today with a win, a game-winning drive in a 2-minute situation, I think that'll give us a lot of confidence moving forward.
What did you think of the confidence that Brandon McManus exhibited today, going out there, banging one through when they iced him and then making it again when there was a little bit of chaos on the snap?
Yeah, he's a vet, and you can see it. The moment's not too big for him, and obviously that was a big-time kick.
Back to the defense for a second. I know you talked about him a lot already, but what can you say about that performance by Eric Wilson and what he did for you out there?
Yeah, he made some big-time plays, and especially being able to come in relief of Quay. Certainly Quay he's the guy out there, talking to everybody, and to lose him was big. He seems to be doing okay, but Eric, I can't say enough great things about him. He is the consummate pro in terms of just always knowing what to do, and then being able to, when called upon, go out there and deliver. I'm really proud of him, and we're lucky to have a guy like that on our team.
You talked about Stroud a little earlier about being such a good player. What did you guys do so well against him? No, I don't think he had 100 yards passing.
Yeah, I thought we just put immense pressure on him. That's what it looked like to me.
It seemed like there was always a different player. If it wasn't Eric Wilson, somebody else really stepped up well in the defense as well during the game.
Yeah, I thought our defense played outstanding. That's a really good offensive football team. Joe Mixon, what a stud he is. We could all feel him out there. But to hold a good team like that to 22 points, considering a couple of those drives started deep in our own territory, I thought we gave Halfley a game ball for the defensive performance.
Matt, were you good with the clock management in the last drive? About 30 seconds comes off. After a 37-yard line, it takes it down from a minute to 27. Was that, you were okay there?
Yeah, I thought, obviously, we didn't want to they started bringing pressure. And we didn't want to get knocked back out. We were already, we wanted to get a little bit closer for a field goal. but I didn't want to burn that last time out either. So it is what it is. We got to make sure that, certainly I got to make sure that I give our quarterback a play call that can handle whatever it is the defense could present. And he saw the pressure. We want to make sure we get protected first and foremost. So, I think all in all, I thought he did a pretty good job.
Big picture-wise, what can a game like this do for you guys, considering what you guys overcame?
Yeah, I think it can build a lot of confidence. And you can never take winning for granted in this league. And as sloppy as some of the play was out there today, I love the effort of our guys, the resiliency of our guys, the ability just to respond to some adversity, I think is huge. I think obviously that's a playoff caliber football team. I think one of the best teams in the league, and, we'll never apologize for winning.
Two more, please.
Coach, this might be a question only us talking heads care about, but Love's predecessor obviously was historic, efficiency-wise, touchdown to interception ratio, and the former quarterback was a little bit more like Love, gunslinger mentality. Is that anything that you can coach out of Love, or is that just changing who he is as a player? To throw less interceptions, obviously.
Like I said, hopefully we can put him in better situations so he's not throwing, picks. So all you talking heads out there can ease on the Brett Favre comparisons.
Good.
Thanks, guys.